Hi, Aquarius. This is Eileen with your February 2019 Psychic Tarot card reading. And we're starting the month of February with the Lovers card. And the Lovers is a major arcana destiny card, and it's talking about making choices in February about relationship matters. This might be a romantic, personal relationship. It could even be a business relationship. It has to do with something you feel passionate about and making a choice either to enter into a relationship or whether you want to continue in one or end a relationship that's not really going as you want it. But it's all about relationships of one kind or another. And it's just showing here that some of you Aquarians are going to have choices to make. Some of you might be involved with two different people, or maybe there's one person you've been involved with, and you've been kind of, how should I say this? And I'm tuning in on a psychic level as well as reading the meanings of the cards. And what I'm getting right now, this might be for one person only, where there's someone you have been involved with. I feel like this person, I feel like it's a female Aquarius involved with a male, and I feel like he has kind of a, I feel like your personality is more light and almost carefree, easygoing, or you come across that way. And the guy you've been involved with, he's got, to me, I get a heavier feeling from him. Maybe he's more serious minded and not as lighthearted as you are, something like that. But you've been involved with him, but I feel like he gives you attention and all that, and he's around you a lot and everything. It's almost like you're not sure if he's the right one for you. And the truth is, it does feel like it's not an ideal match to me. You just feel more like a free spirit, and he feels like he's, I don't know, he's just got a heavy energy. I feel like everything's all serious and responsibility oriented all the time, and not as lighthearted and fun loving as you are. So that sounds specific to one person I'm tuning in for. And it's almost like you're kind of wondering, is somebody else out there that would be a better match for me? And I tend to believe there probably is. So, and then for other Aquarius, again, you're going to have circumstances that you're dealing with that you might be trying to decide between two people in a relationship. Or for some of you, it might be some business interest that you have that you feel passionate about, that you're making a decision whether to get into it more seriously, or if it's something that you had set aside, maybe some kind of self-employment matter that you kind of set it aside and didn't give it much attention, and now you might start focusing on it again. Or for some of you, even changing your job and maybe going into a job that you really, really would be a lot more passionate about than the one you're in now. Yeah, so I'm getting different scenarios for different people. And this is a general reading, so all of these cards will not relate to each person that watches the video. Some cards might resonate with some people, while other cards will resonate with others. And then the next card we have is the Two of Wands. And the wands typically represent the fire signs, and they talk about matters of work and action and progress, career. And so for a number of Aquarians, you might have choices you're looking at in the work area in the month of February. You might be deciding whether to stay at your existing job, or possibly that you might be kind of eyeing another position at another company that's looking interesting, but you're not sure if it would give you all the benefits and the security that you have at your current employment. That's what I'm getting. That might be one person or a few people that are in that situation. And I feel like and some of you might even be thinking about possibly relocating, or just having some employment working somewhere that might take you a little further from where you live. It could even be a little bit longer commute or something, because maybe there's some better opportunities a little bit further from where you live. Maybe not quite enough to make you move right away, but where you'd be thinking about it. I do get different scenarios for different people about job opportunities, or whether you're better off staying in the same place or switching over to something else. I feel like for some of you, you might actually be ready to move and relocate to another city. You might be looking at job opportunities and putting in resumes for companies that are out of state or another city or whatever, and you're kind of preparing yourself for the idea of relocating. Although I feel some of you don't really want, you're not inclined to pick up and go as much as others, but you're feeling like if there's some good opportunity for you, then it might make it worth going ahead and living someplace else for a while. And then others might have people, you might be in relationship with one person and you've got somebody else flirting with you and trying to get your attention. And I feel like for some of you that have this type of situation, that the person you've been seeing seems to be a real solid, reliable kind of person, but then there's someone else kind of flaunting themselves in front of you, or I don't know, they're just around, they're flirting, they're being nice, they're being, it's maybe they're good looking, and it's kind of like, it's making you stop and think whether or not you would want to give up, something that is steady and reliable to try a new relationship. Okay, next card we have is the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords, this is talking about someone being very dishonest and deceptive with you in February. Again, this is a general reading, so not everyone will have all these circumstances going on. But the Five of Swords, this person, they don't mind cheating other people. They couldn't care less. And I feel like for some of you, this is even regarding a personal romantic relationship, that maybe you've been involved with this person, and in the beginning they were acting all like they had it all together and they were doing well for themselves or whatever it was. They were putting on a nice little show and pretending to be something they're not. And as you've gotten to know them better, you're seeing that they're not honest, they're not sincere, they lie, they cheat. You just can't trust them. And you know that. I feel like by this time in February, whoever has this person in your life, that you can see through them. That's what I'm feeling like. And and just be on guard anyway. If you can't think of anybody in particular like that, because again, this is not necessarily everybody that's going to have this character in their life in February, but this person is just, they've lived this way for so many years. It's just life to them. And then for others of you, this might be some type of a business matter. This could even be somebody in your workplace who's jealous of you and likes to steal your ideas and pretend, or maybe take credit for work you do or whatever it is that they're. But again, they don't seem to have a conscience about lying or cheating or taking advantage of people. It's like they just look at it as more wins for them, that much more on their side. So now also you need to just be careful if you're hiring someone or entering into any kind of a contract to purchase a home or a car or anything, before you go signing paperwork for anyone, because you might be dealing with this person who's misleading you, who's not being honest. So make sure you get all your details in order, that you are very comfortable before you make any commitments to anyone. So yeah, just be on the lookout. And if you're involved with this person, this person won't do you any good. They're just going to continue to cheat and lie. They're not going to be changed. You can't work with them and be patient with them and hope they'll change. This person has no interest in changing whatsoever. And everybody's got free will. Anybody could wake up tomorrow morning and say, I don't want to live this way, but I don't get that feeling from this person that they're doing that anytime soon. So don't be continuing to give more and more chances to someone that's already proven to you that they're dishonest and they can't be trusted, because you'll just get more heartache. And speaking of heartache, the Ten of Swords. So some of you, maybe you've been involved with this person and you saw what happened. It wasn't going well and it's totally over. Or maybe you were in some other relationship with someone where it just fell apart. But it feels now for some of you, maybe this has been a job situation you were in, because I'm getting a sense for someone, this might be one person, it might be a few, of other people just wanting to like make you the bad guy. It's like more than one person. So it's not just a personal relationship. It might be people at work. It could even be, I don't know if it's a family or extended family or neighbors or people that are in your circle somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if this is work, though, because sometimes you'll get into a work environment where it just seems like you got a lot of negative people who, for some reason, you don't fit into their little circle, you don't fit into their little clique or whatever, and they want to make you the enemy. And that's what I'm getting here. Like a number of people, it reminds me of a bunch of sharks going after their prey. That's what it reminds me of. So that might be specific for one person that have recently been in some kind of a work environment like that, or some other situation you were dealing with, and something like this happened where everybody it's like they just wanted to make you their enemy. And so it's over. So it's kind of like maybe you've moved on. Maybe it finally came to an end and you're moving on to a new place now. This could have even been some kind of a living arrangement. It could be different scenarios for different people. And again, it's a general reading, so everybody's not going to have this, but somebody does. Somebody, I'm getting specifically, maybe just one person, and I'm guessing it's at work. It's somewhere where you've got like a number of people that they just look at you like you don't fit in with them. And I don't feel like you've really done anything to them. I don't get that. They made you very uncomfortable too. They made you just feel like it was very stressful and uncomfortable. So it comes to an end, thank God, and you're ready to move on. And you just got to get back up and continue on because, that was not for your best interest. Sometimes the universe, like if you're in a job or someplace where people just are just jabbing at you and giving you a bad time, or things are just not working out, the universe will squeeze you out of those kind of places because you don't belong in that. You need to be in a better environment where you can be peaceful and comfortable and not having people want to make you their enemy. Okay, next card we have is a High Priestess, and this is another major arcana card, Destiny card, and the High Priestess is talking about using your intuition in February. And it's always good to practice using your intuition, but it looks like in February your intuition might be a little bit keener than usual. And it is speaking of things being beneath the surface that are not out in the open. Now, sometimes it could be, negative things, but in other cases, it might be something kind of nice. There might be something going on for some of you in your workplace where the management's talking about maybe they could use you in this other department. You've been doing so well doing this job. Maybe they could get you over and transfer you to this area or give you a promotion, or you know what I'm saying, or that type of thing. So in some cases, this could be something good culminating under the surface in your favor. And then for others of you, it could be a matter of a personal romantic relationship where someone's kind of developing strong feelings for you, or somebody's got a big crush on you and they haven't really. I'm feeling now this could be one person or a few where someone is very attracted to you. Okay. And they're around you. They're not being pushy. They're a little bit shy about it. I don't feel like ultimately they would be real shy, but I feel like they really like you. They just smile when they see you or when they think about you. This might be one person I'm tuning in for. It might be a few, but you've got an admirer around you who wants to get to know you better. I don't know if this is in the workplace or where you socialize, maybe around where you live. It just feels like, and this feels like a nice person. It doesn't feel like someone who would be creepy in any way. It feels like a nice person, and they're just making their way to, they know they're around you. They're circulating around you. So it could be possibly, in the workplace, or maybe around right where you live, where you kind of cross paths here and there, or socialize. And it's almost like they're making their way to getting more acquainted with you. You might be a little bit acquainted, or it's like you would recognize this person. I feel like you both see each other. I'm not sure if you've spoken a lot. So, but they're very interested in a more romantic manner. They would like to date you and all that sort of thing. But it feels like a nice person. Yeah, so there's different things going on for different people here that I'm getting. So overall, it's a good energy with the High Priestess card, but it is telling you, hey, your intuition will be a little stronger in February. Go ahead and cultivate it and use it, especially, when you're dealing with other people, like people who might be deceptive or whatever. You want to know that the sooner the better, rather than get burned and then it's like, oh my God, that's what was going on with that person. It's better if you can kind of tune in a little bit and get a feeling about people ahead of time. If you start getting those red flags, then you can back away and be very cautious dealing with them, or don't deal with them at all. Okay, next card we have is the Eight of Wands. And again, the wands do relate to the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but they relate to work, career, action, progress. And the Eight of Wands is talking about a lot of activity, like sudden activity. So for some of you Aquarians, if you have been feeling bogged down, like things were going slowly, or you were waiting on something like a new job or a transfer, or maybe to move, some of you might be moving from one apartment to another, or a house to another, or even maybe you're in the process of wanting to purchase a home and waiting to see if you get approved, or any of those kind of things. It's like if things have been going slowly and kind of stagnant, all of a sudden, for a number of Aquarians, things just move ahead quickly. So it's good to do whatever preliminary work you can, or preparations for whatever it is you're waiting on, so that when you get that green light, you're more prepared just to move ahead, because it looks like fast action, like you got to move quickly. So for some of you, if you've been looking for a place to live and kind of feeling, oh, well, there's nothing available, the one I wanted, somebody else got it, and that sort of thing, you might see all of a sudden something's right there and you've got to act quick. So just keep your eyes open, be ready, do as much preliminary preparations as you can for this that you're waiting on, and just be receptive and pay attention, because just all of a sudden something might be right there for you to act on right away. But that's good. That's progress. You're moving ahead when you've been kind of waiting and feel like things were at a lull. Next card we have is the Eight of Cups. This is a good card too to go along with the Eight of Wands, because the Eight of Cups, and cups do relate to feelings and emotions. They relate to the water signs and of Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but it's about love and feelings and emotions. And the Eight of Cups is all about outgrowing some situation. For a number of you, it could have been a personal romantic relationship that at one time was a lot of fun and enjoyable, and maybe you were partying and just enjoying each other's company and having a good time, but the luster wore off. It's like things just fizzled out, and you feel like you outgrew that relationship. Like, no, that was too much of a good thing. I don't even need that anymore. It's almost like you outgrew that. Or for some of you, it might be a job situation that at one time was going really well. The money was good. You enjoyed your coworkers. And once again, you feel like, hey, I could be making more money than this. I've learned a lot of new skills. There's better opportunities out there on the horizon. And so you're looking out over the horizon to decide where you're going from here. So whether it's a personal relationship or a job, or maybe even someplace you've lived that now you just feel like, for whatever reason, it's not serving your higher good anymore. You're ready to move on. And that's good. It's good to grow and move on. When you feel you've outgrown something, great, let it go and move on. And I don't get anything fearful or panicky or worried here. It's like you're feeling calm and confident, and you're just looking out over the horizon and making your plans for where you're going from here. And you feel like you're prepared. You're prepared for the next step, the next stage, for your new transition and your new beginning, whether it's a personal relationship, whether it's a work situation, or whether it's someplace that you're going to be living. So this is good, and it's good that it kind of ties in with that Eight of Wands. I like the 8 numbers too. Eight's a good number for prosperity and money and all. Next card we have is the Empress. And the Empress is another major arcana card, also another destiny card. This is a really nice card because it's talking about planting your seeds, watching them grow, bringing things to fruition. And this is talking about a lot of Aquarians. Maybe by late February, you're going to be feeling pretty good about your lives. Like you've been working hard, you're trying to balanced your life. You're getting the hang of balancing things between work and your personal life, your recreation, and you're feeling, pretty good. Like you have a good situation going on, but you've earned it also. That you've been very conscientious and paying attention to the details of your life so you can get things the way you want them. So you're enjoying your home, your relationship, family, friends, and whether or not you're in a romantic relationship, it's like it doesn't matter. You're content with who you are, and that's what matters first of all. And so some of you are in a nice romantic relationship, others are single and just enjoying your own freedom and your own sense of self-worth and independence and just, getting things the way you want them for your life, whether it's in your work, your career, at home, making your home a comfortable, enjoyable place for you to be so you can enjoy your life and feel good about what you have and feel prosperous and content and secure. And that's this. So this is really good. I just get a lot of really good feelings here, a lot of good energy from this card. And I always advise people that if you're not in this position of the Empress right now, embrace the laws of attraction. Learn about the laws of attraction. Start identifying with feeling prosperous and happy with your life and grateful for all the good things that you have and planning for your future. Make it your intention to have your life the way you want it, whether it's your work, your job, your income, your home, whatever it is, make it your intention to get it the way you want it, one step at a time. And when you do that and you start embracing those feelings of prosperity and having a lot in your life and a good home and a good line of work, the more you feel that you already have those things, the more you're helping the universe to open the doors to bring those conditions to you, to make it reality. Because for a number of Aquarians, you are going to be there already. But for those of you that feel like you're lacking in a lot of ways or things are difficult for you, just start thinking and feeling that you already have it together like that so you can attract that to you because you've got that energy in your favor. You're supposed to have all this. Next card we have is the Three of Swords. And Three of Swords talking about betrayal, maybe a little heartache or whatever here and there. But the feeling I'm getting from this card for you is that you're in the strong position. Whoever is having this Three of Swords energy in February, I'm getting a sense for someone, this might be one person, it might be a few, that there's something about two people that you thought were friends. You thought they were on your side. It could even be relatives for some people. But as it turns out, something has gone on that you found out about where they have not been honest with you, or maybe they were talking behind your back. Maybe in some way they just betrayed you, and so you don't trust them anymore. But I'm not feeling like you're all heartachy about it. I don't get that. I feel like you're in a strong position and you're seeing things clearly. You've got that sword energy in your favor. Not only that, Aquarius have really good mental clarity anyway. So you've got a lot of your own abilities to have clarity and see things clearly. But that sword energy is really kind of making it even more clear to you. And you just have a no-nonsense attitude about it. It's like, okay, now that those people showed me their true colors, I don't need to bother with them. I'll deal with them if I have to, but I'm not being too close with them anymore. I can't trust them. That's the energy I'm getting. So that might apply to one person. That might be a few. But I'm overall, whoever has that Three of Swords energy in their life, I feel like you're in the strong position. That's what I feel like. It's kind of like, okay, I don't have any place in my life for this. I'm moving on. And speaking of moving on, the last card we have is the Six of Swords. And so that's a good one to tie in with some of these cards here. The Six of Swords is about moving on from a difficult situation. So for, excuse me, wait a minute, I have to get a drink of my water. Okay, let me get a drink of water. Okay, now, Six of Swords, it's about moving on from a difficult situation. So for some of you Aquarians, you may have just, some of you I feel like might be physically moving. You may have already moved or you're planning to move. and you're moving on to something better and smoother. I feel like there may have been something that was just too stressful for you. I'm getting money issues for some people. Some people, this might have to do with finances and money problems, that you're moving out of the difficulties now and you're moving forward. And you may not even feel like you have everything resolved yet, like everything's in order yet, but you're moving forward. You've got your eyes set on your future, on what's in front of you, and you know you need to move on. You know you don't belong in this situation. And so you're moving on. And I do feel like things are better for you up ahead, but you feel it's like you're calm. You're just staying calm and moving on. So for some of you, it is about a romantic relationship that really turned sour. I'm feeling somebody really mistreated you. That might be one person I'm tuning in for, where somebody was just really mean to you. And you just turned your back on them like, no, I don't need that. So you're moving on from that situation. For others, it could be a work situation that did not work out well. Maybe you had people at work that were just really difficult and just kind of hostile and negative and giving you a bad time. And once again, maybe you just didn't fit in with their little clique or something. So, they wanted to make you somehow the bad guy or reject you somehow. It's like you don't want to stay in that environment, so you're moving on. And I feel like for some of you, though, you're actually moving residence. Some of you might even be getting a divorce at this time. But you're moving ahead. You've got better times ahead. But I feel like you really are looking way ahead, a lot of you. It's like you're going to your next step right now, but that's not going to be your final destination. It's almost like that's a stepping stone. That's where you're going now. But for some of you, you might stay a while. For others, you might continue forward because you've got some long-range plans. I do feel a sense of protection around you. That's what I feel like. Because I feel like some of you have been dealing with these lower energy people that just have negative attitudes and they see you're different from them. And so they've kind of not treated you well, or I don't know, just overall haven't treated you as nicely as they could have. But it's like there's some kind of jealousy going on or something. But you're protected. You have protection around you. I'm a strong believer in God and our guardian angels being around us. And when you're living a good life and being honest and just doing the best you can, you have protection. So I do feel you're being protected, and you must know it. I feel like you're calm. You just have this sense of knowing, and you're not afraid. You're just moving on. It's like, okay, I can do this. Nothing new. So, but it's good. It's better times ahead for a lot of you. And again, it's a general reading. All the cards won't apply to everybody, but some might resonate with some people and others with others. And now this deck I've been using, this is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And what I'm going to do now, I want to pick one card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Doreen Virtue. So I need to go ahead and shuffle these. And if you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, so you'll be notified when I post new videos. If you have subscribed already, I thank you for your subscriptions. And be sure and check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, so what's the message from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins for Aquarius for February 2019? What's the message for Aquarius for February 2019? February 2019 for Aquarius. What's the message from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins? Okay, I'm going to give it one more shuffle. Then I'll fan them out. What's the message for Aquarius? Okay, I'm going to fan these out for February 2019. Oh, this looks nice. This says a new dawn. The worst is now behind you, and positive new experiences are on the horizon. That ties in with this final card, the Six of Swords. This is great. I love this message. A new dawn. I've got light here. I've got shadows here. I don't know which one's more clear on the print. The worst is now behind you, and positive new experiences are on the horizon. I love that message. That's a great message from the Mermaids and Dolphins. Next, I'm going to pick one card from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. I hope that I didn't bang that table too loud. One time somebody told me their earbuds or whatever it was, it hurt them when I was tapping the table, and that was kind of a hard hit by the deck. Sorry if I hurt somebody's ears. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these now. What's the message for Aquarius for February 2019? What's the message for Aquarius for February 2019? Aquarius 2019, February 2019. I'll give it one more shuffle and then I'll fan these out. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me fan these out. Hey, this looks good. Okay, this says new experiences and possibilities. What number is that? 18. These cards are so beautiful. So much detail in them. I just love them. They're just rich with detail. Okay, and I'm going to look this one up in the booklet. New experiences and possibilities. Card number 18. Let me look this one up. Okay, let's see. 18. Here it is. New experiences and possibilities. Look around in nature. Notice the new beginnings, new experiences, and new choices being shown to you. They will only be evident to you if you take the time to look for these subtle messages. You are on the first steps along a new path. You are being offered a blank page. What are the first words you would like to write on it? Your possibilities are endless. You are in complete control of your life. This is a new beginning on your journey. Live in the present and trust in your own abilities. Plant your seeds and willingly venture into new territory. This is a perfect message that ties in with some of these other cards here. Great message and a pretty card too. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to pick one card from the Archangel. Oh, and that was Nature's Whispers, Angela Hartfield with that artwork by Josephine Wall. I think I mentioned it earlier. Okay, I'm going to pick one card from Archangel Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay, now what's the message for Aquarius for February 2019? Aquarius. What's the message for Aquarius for February 2019? Aquarius, February 2019. I'm going to give it one more shuffle and then I'll fan these out. Okay, fan these out. Which one wants to come out? Oh, hey, I like this. This says career transition. Archangel Samuel, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. You're getting some really, really good messages about new beginnings. This is fantastic. Career transition. Archangel Samuel, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Wow, these are some good messages. Okay, Aquarius, well, I hope you're happy with your reading for February. And once again, be sure and check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. And happy birthday to all the Aquarians also. We have birth Aquarians in our family with birthdays. Well, and where one of theirs January, late January. So happy birthday to all the Aquarians, January, February birthdays. And be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, so you'll be notified as I post new videos. And if you have subscribed, thank you. And check for your rising moon signs. Feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, well, have a wonderful February. Happy New Year to everyone. Let's just make 2019 a really good year and leave behind troubles and whatever doesn't serve you well and move on to new and better things. Anyway, so thank you again and have a great February.